True crime with terrible sight. World of YouTube. Going over another article. And if anybody wants to read it, because this thing is very long, I recommend you do. This person who wrote this article is supposed to be going over the Delphi murders. They have not went over that yet. But a briefing, and to me, yes, this is very similar, and there has been some things that I have found out. I mean, that are similar to the Delphi murders. Which, as you can see, we have two girls. The two murders happened wooded area park. Even though the Delphi trails are like a park, we can agree on that. This happened at a park near Evansdale. I have a picture of the park anyways. I'm going to be going over that. But two girls decide one day to go take a bike ride. The bike ride left them to a lake. And to make a long story short, like I said, you got to read this article to get the best info out of it. Someone had brought this up in my, comment box. But it seems that they were, in this case, the only thing that's different is they were abducted and brought 20 miles away in a wooded area. Now, they had two suspects that were very highly recommended in this case, but I think they ruled them out. And honestly, due to the fact, and there's that Israel Keys. That is the person I wanted to. Lucky thing I just saw that. Because he is the one I wanted to mention. About traveling. Now this kind of, and if you think about it with this case, I'm not saying it's identical to the Delphi. I'm not saying that it is the killer of Delphi. But it is a possibility that when you hear my little speech tonight on this case, Delphi case, and another case, you'll get the little picture of where I'm going with this. So, I mean, bear with me, I'll be right back. So as I was saying, this case is, like I said, the only thing different with this case is the girls got picked up in a vehicle. Mind you, the vehicle was white. Like I said, you will get a little hint of where I'm going with this in the end. They were stabbed to death. I believe that's what they said, yeah, through the article. Of course, like they had in the Delphi case, two very interesting, but I think DNA proved them not to be the killers. Other than that, I mean, the killer is still at large. But what really struck me with this case, and I did a mapping of the place. Of course, it was in Iowa. And just like Delphi, kind of a smallish town, mind you. Now, when I read this article, I was thinking, oh man, just like the other cases I did on little investigating and finding out about sex rings. But I ruled that out in this one because the bodies were found. And if there's anybody doing sex rings, they ain't gonna kill the bodies. They're gonna use the girls for whatever they can. So, that was mentioned in this article too. But as you get through the article and you get through it and you hear what has been said, I mean, girls found dead, girls stabbed, whatever violent, horrid way. Yeah, it kind of resembles Delphi. And like I said, the person who wrote this article did not go over the case. But that Israel Keys right there, which of course he's already been high dry executed a long time ago. But there is a couple things and thoughts and theories in this case that got me thinking. And I'm sitting there like, alright. So you have Delphi. You have this one. Now I'm going to go to my mapping. Right there in that little dot is Delphi. Now the other one was Iowa, as you can clearly see. Iowa is where the new case is, Delphi over here. And that's why I use the Israel Keys thing. And in Delphi, that person was already traveling. That is why I believe, finding out about that temporary license plate. What else is this person using temporarily? Could be using a rental. And I believe that Israel Keys, I believe he did use a rental. And that guy was all over the friggin' state, just like Ted Bundy, another one that traveled. So you think about it. There always could be some type of copycat killer. But this one in particular, where I'm leading to this, is this a new trend for a new type of serial killer? Gonna check on little girls at parks, state parks, whatever. That leads me to the picture of a bridge guy sitting at the bench. That picture, in June or July, scoping the parks, looking for specific things. And obviously, bridge guy was not caught, of course. I said it in my video, my first analyst video I did on bridge guy, going over the picture of himself. I said it myself before I looked into anything new on that case. And as you can see in my videos, I started from the beginning. And that's why I do start from the beginning. And people offer me all the time to look at things. Some things I do, some things I don't, especially the 3.5 years that this person has built up on Bridge Guy. I'm still, on the seesaw of tilting back and forth whether I want to do that. But sometimes I cannot do that due to the simple fact of time is virtue. And right now I don't have a lot of time, and when I do my videos right now, like I say, when I get the time, I get right to it. And that includes like trying to get the comments. People, it's tough right now. And I tell you, it is. But lo and behold, something always else comes up in my mind that I think about. Even though I've been grateful enough to get a lot of information from you subscribers, thank you very much. I will never forget that, and hopefully one day I will do my best to try and pay that back. Help, that's right, you help me, I help you. I'll try my damnedest to do that. But until then, I'm at the bottom of the barrel. I'm still digging shit at the bottom of the barrel with my teeth and eating it. Not liking it, but you could just imagine. But it's stuff like this that keeps me to my sanity. And when I come up with ideas, usually I come up with a good one. And I did with this. So not only do I think that bridge guy, in the beginning, like I said, I even said it before I read anything about it, that he reminds me of a person just by looking at the pic. That right, has a lack of woman in his life. And that he must have done this before and he likes it. So that gives this person all the advantage to even maybe want to travel to kill. Even though these cases have not been declared the same killer. But I'm always going to have my thoughts, theories, ideas. That's it. Thoughts, theories, ideas. So moving on. Of course, we have Iowa. Right. Over there, Delphi. As you can see, yeah, this is probably a good maybe, I want to say maybe a 10-hour drive. 13 hours tops. But if a killer has a instinct, if a killer has a motive, and a killer has this sick sensation, thoughts, theories, ideas, not facts, just giving out little thoughts, and you'll know why by the end of this video, why I've come up with this, the sick sensation of enjoying killing little girls, especially having them doubled up. So I got to thinking, all right, since we got this double murder here, and we got a double murder of young girls in Iowa, I thought, where else could there have been a double murder of girls, right? And of course, here we are, the Angels Park, Mears Lake, Mears Lake. This is where the girls were abducted. I have not found exactly where the girls were dumped, but this is where the girls were picked up. Now keep this fresh in your mind. 2 girls, young, always together. Park, Delphi, 2 girls, always together, out on an adventure at a state park. Trails are pretty much like a state park. And I kept thinking, here's a bigger view of where they were from, Evansdale. And I got to thinking, what else could there be out there? Oh, look at that. Another red dot. You see that red dot? Yeah, that's right. Now, picture this. Now, I believe the Iowa murders were after the Delphi. Oh, no. Were before the Delphi. Before. 2012. Iowa. Now, what if this guy begins, say this serial killer begins with these 2 girls? Oh, yeah, and there's another thing I gotta show, and it even gets weirder, because, oh, man. Yeah, it's insane. But say so this killer took off and went to Indiana. Or he wanted to go to Iowa and, find something and be creative with his serial killing. Then he came back and boom. But then I was thinking, how do you keep someone in suspense? Mention that little dot. I wonder if anybody knows where I'm going with this. So like I said, I was thinking, serial killer, picked up a new hobby, looking for girls. And oops, did I stop? No. And then this. I types in, 2 girls dead, stabbed, whatever. Hey, get the hell out of here. Hey. So here we are in Zion, Illinois. 2005, mind you. Now, this is not the facts. Don't go jumping saying, how could this be? But if someone is out there killing, and I tried going on other states, and I did get a double girl murder in 1976, mind you. If anybody wants to read this, I advise you to, because I'm gonna take it right to the facts that these 2 girls were at the edge of Lake Michigan, found dead of stab wounds. Densley Forest Park. Huh? Aha! I could maybe say we have a serial killer at hand. But check this article out. And that's all I'm going to do about this. And as you can see, in a crime authorities described as heinous and heart-rending. Once again, 2 girls on bikes. Which were lying fully clothed in thick woods, about 75 yards from a popular bike path. So, you sit there and you gotta think. I don't know if I saved that other article, but there was 2 other girls. If you cut another state, let me see. Gotta go back on my mapping here. I think I did Illinois. And I'm going all around this area. I'm going to try Michigan. Chicago, Illinois, sorry. Illinois is down near the state. Chicago, Illinois is where the girls are found. Read it and weep. Look at the mapping now. 2005. Come on. Damn it. I don't want you in the way. So we have a killing here of 2 girls, 2005. Bang, Iowa, 2012. Bang, Delphi, 2017. Now let's get something if there's anything in between. Because, don't get me wrong, the Iowa girls were stabbed, the Delphi girls were stabbed, right? Or some people say they didn't even give out how they died yet. And the Milwaukee and the Chicago, Illinois girls were stabbed. 2 sets of friends, all 3 in major state parks. And like I said, I'm going to be going to a lot more towns or states throughout this area. But as you can see, look how close that is. I mean, regardless if it's like 10, 15 miles or, no, not that. Uh, like thousands of miles, whatever. You know what I mean? Like from Massachusetts to Florida is like 13,000 miles. These could be like 20, no, not 20, say 8,000 miles or 10,000 miles apart, right? But something to think about. Like I said, I gotta go over a little bit more on this. But that struck me, and that's where I used my brains and said, what else has been going on with other girls since you got Delphi, Iowa, and now bang over here? Something to think about. Maybe, no facts yet, but maybe, just maybe, this Bridge guy is a full-blown serial killer. Gives you something to think about, folks, though, but I thought that'd be very interesting to bring up. Not only do you got that in Iowa, now you got Chicago, Illinois. Once again, two girls as friends. Six girls in a park. Bodies found, stabbed, dead. And by the time he got to the Delphi girls, maybe, yes, he wanted to do something authentic. And if he is taunting with police, because he's taunting in other murders too. And right, how do you know if he ain't finding people like the rapists that have been already in and already investigated and using them people to incriminate? Think of this. So, right, it can all go off track and they will all be, investigated, and he is long gone. Think about it. In ways, this Bridge guy is very smart. Because, right, why would he want to get caught? He's enjoying his moment of fame. And right, I say moment because one day he's going to slip and do something very stupid. He will. But still, very crazy, folks, to think about it. But Israel Keys, Ted Bundy, even John Wayne Gacy, and, them all killers, Jeffrey Dahmer, that traveled looking for people, specific people. This guy is picking up friends. And what if this is a serial killer? That sick sensation to find two girls and for whatever reason just take their lives and enjoy every effing minute of it. So when I get off the phone here doing the video, I'm going to go check that out. How many more states? Like I said, 1976, I cannot. The only reason why I bring that up, copycat killer. And if this is, if it is a serial killer, obviously looking up in the past, maybe he's doing it that way too. I'm going to say, maybe I want to do this. But them were teenagers, so, I mean, real older than these girls. At least 16, 15, maybe a little older, but still, two girls were killed in 76 in a pair. And I know Bridge guy is younger, so, but still, he could be looking younger and could be older. But I think it's a copycat killer. Because ironically, what the hell? If all these are not connected in some way, then that means all three of these people, well, the Chicago, Illinois maybe started it, and then Iowa. I want to do that. So whoever that did it, If it ain't Bridge Guy, I want to do that. And then Bridge Guy, I want to try that. Indiana, I'm going to do it here at Delphi. Either it's a copycat killing or Bridge Guy is a serious, real serious serial killer. That's my thoughts, theories, ideas on this. There's two things, right? He's either a serial killer or just copycat killer. If he is a copycat killer, he's a pansy and can't come up with his own ideas. He's stupid and he'll get caught one day, but I don't know. You know what? I can't even say that either. I just like calling him stupid. But if that's what this is, folks, I'm gonna look into some more states of like this case, I tell you. Then there's something serious here, and how he's not getting caught, and there's people out there protecting him doing this shit. Well, may they all burn in hell. But I thought I'd just share this. Seemed pretty funny, huh? I went one step out of this. Just like someone sent me the article of Iowa, and one step out. Let me see if you look into this. Try to look into this, and then I look into something else. It's like boom, boom, bang. Just like a combination in pool, folks. But once again, thank everybody that's been joining, watching. Thank you for your comments. Don't worry, I do acknowledge your stuff, but got a lot of time I'm missing. But give you a little opportunity to think about something. What do you think of this? Three-way murder, all in parks, 6 doubled friend girls. Till the next video, be safe, take care, and beware. Who's traveling? Don't know who's out there and who the hell is traveling, huh? Just keep your eyes open, folks. Keep your dukes up. Mind straight. Always look at your surroundings. Out.